Shine Divine, my friends. Welcome to today's video. I'm so grateful that you're here. My purpose with today's video is to bring you encouraging messages from the Divine. So let's get started. So first, I'm going to pull a couple cards to bring in the central theme of today's video with health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And I'm feeling one more. An abundance of good health is a really good start, however. Alrighty. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I think it's very common for a lot of people, myself included, to have an abundance of worry, or even just worry when it comes to the abundance aspect, finances, material things, as well as my health. So I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that can also relate to that as well. And I feel like this is a little bit of a call in, bringing attention to the fact that for a lot of us, we do have that worry. We're worried about the paycheck, we're worried about the bills, we're worried about how to afford things, things are so expensive, and just all of that, all of the physical world and what it requires of us as spiritual beings, and the fact that in this lifetime we have this physical human body. It can be hard to do what's best for our physical health. But I love this. It says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And it's a good reminder that our physical vessel is what we're driving in this lifetime. And this is the only body we've got. And as much work as it takes to maintain this physical body, it is important. But I also feel like it's important to remember that ultimately we are more than our physical bodies. We are a soul that exists inside momentarily during this lifetime. But ultimately we do exist far beyond just this physical vessel. And I feel like it is a call-in, like I said, for those of us that tend to worry a little bit too much about either our finances or our physical health. I feel like this message is especially for us. So let's pull some other cards and see what Spirit has to say in regards to that worry that some of us tend to carry, maybe a little bit more than others. Let's start with these. 10 of Spring. Ask for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. 7 of Spring. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. I feel like there are some of you out there right now who have been contemplating whether or not they should go through the hassle of finding a doctor and having an expert or a professional, I should say, take a look at what's going on with your physical body. And I feel like this is saying it's okay to ask for help. It's also okay if you are taking on too much in other areas of your life to ask for help so that you can prioritize getting rest, that you can prioritize getting some exercise, that you can prioritize your actual physical well-being above what you're currently doing, maybe being bogged down with all of these responsibilities. And I feel like there are definitely some of you that are taking on more responsibility than you need to be. and you're thinking, I don't have a choice, like there is no choice but to do all of this other stuff. But the message here today is, if you have been worrying about your health, then it is a priority. It needs to be a priority to let go of some of that. Find a way to distribute those responsibilities elsewhere so that you can prioritize that rest. Rest is so important, and it's vital to improving your health if that's something that you've been worried about. All right, so next we have the Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. The dedication, self-discipline, for some of you, that's being more diligent with maybe exercise or being more active, because that really can move the energy around in your body instead of being so stagnant and just feeling so bogged down with this stuck energy. It'll also help move some of that worry out of your body when you have a little bit more of a dedicated physical activity in your life. Now, if you are someone who deeply struggles with this, whether it's because of time or just energy or just physical capability, know that it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not something that you need to feel bad about yourself. But there is always something that you can do, even the most minor of movements, especially with like energy healing and energetic movements, can bring in new vitality into your life. But it does require persistence, and it does require that dedication, that self-discipline. So the message isn't go train for a marathon, like a physical marathon. But maybe the message is look into energetic movements and take those small, insignificant movements, but be persistent with them. Have some self-discipline with them and see how it changes the energy of your body and how it moves through you in a new way. Okay, I feel like we've been focusing quite a bit on the physical health aspect. So let's look and see what messages there are in regards to the abundance of our lives, finances. What can we do to help ease the worry of that energy? Whoa. Okay. 4 of Spring. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. Okay. That feels very much about being grateful for what you already have in this present moment. We'll get more into that. King of Summer. Honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Okay. And Ace of Autumn. A windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project. A happy change in your career. How perfect is that? So this worry that we're experiencing in regards to our finance, it's understandable why there is worry, because unfortunately, so much of our life is tied up in our finances, our safety, and our well-being. But the message here feels very clear that first, it's the practice of gratitude and being grateful for what you have in this moment. For some of you, that'll be very easy. You have a home to live in, you have food to eat day to day. There might be some stresses about how you're paying for certain things, but at the end of the day, you still have somewhere safe to lay your head. For other people, it's a bit more intense than that. Maybe they are facing eviction. Maybe you are facing having to choose between paying for medicine or paying for food. And with that, I say that is one of the ultimate challenges, and that is one of the hardest things that you are facing in this moment. And I would also encourage you to find the little things that you can be grateful for. It is a way to help improve that mindset that inspires you to keep working, keep holding on, keep facing the everyday challenges. But this Ace of Autumn, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. And with the connection of the King of Summer, it does feel like this is also excellent advice that comes from the heart. There is assistance heading your way for all of us, but for some, the assistance is on its way. It is incoming. And the challenge here is to be open to that and make sure that you are open to receiving and accepting those gifts that come in, that assistance, that advice. So often we want to keep so much private when we are struggling. We want to keep it private. We don't want people to know that we're struggling for whatever reason. We don't, either out of embarrassment or shame, that we shouldn't be where we are, we should be this, we should be that. But when we keep all of that secret and we don't ask for help, remember this up here is saying ask for help from others. When we refuse to do that, when we refuse to ask for that help, it doesn't allow for any assistance to come in because you're blocking it. You're not allowing for that energy to come in. You're denying someone the opportunity to help. And for most people, having the opportunity to help someone else that's in need feels so good. And so when you're rejecting that and you're not even telling people that you're struggling, that you're not asking for help, you're denying those people in your life to feel good because they want to help you. That assistance is there. This world is so abundant. We have so much abundance in this world. And as a collective, we have enough to share, to go around, to help each other. But there is this awkward balance of how much can I ask for and, how much am I willing to receive? But the truth is ask for everything that you need. Be open to it. Be grateful for what you already have in this present moment. That's important. So if you're worried about those finances, the abundance coming into your life, it's understandable. No one's here to judge you or shame you for having that fear and that worry. It is a very normal human experience. But it really feels like the message here is to remember the amazing spirit that you are, the amazing soul that you are, the powerful spirit and soul that you are. And remember the abundant energy that this world does have. And as a collective, there are so many people willing to help. The assistance is coming. The assistance is coming. And we need to work on being open to receive it, being open to see it. But the assistance is coming. And with that worry, we're learning that worry doesn't change the outcome, right? Worry is just a waste of energy. But we fall into it. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. But we also don't need to stay there. Once we realize it, realize what it is exactly we're worried about, we don't need to stay there any longer. The Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. You've got this. You've got the energy. You've got the magic. You are the magician. You can do anything. Any situation that you're in right now, trust. Find time to rest, because through that time of rest, prioritizing that time to rest is what's going to help bring in that new vitality, that new energy of life that's going to help bring in that new abundance. That windfall of money is on its way. That assistance, that advice that's going to trigger something in your mind that's going to help you figure out the answer to get it worked out. Because in the end, it's going to work out. We live in a very abundant world. Earth is so abundant, and as a collective, we are willing to help each other. And in the hardest times, it's so important to go back into that spirit, that soul of yours. Thank the body that you're in and say, body, I'm helping. We're going to work together to get through this. But that power that each and every one of us has within us is very abundant. But that physical body does need that time to rest. It's a balance. It's a balance, but we can do it. We can get there. Let's see if there's one final message before we go. Is there one final message for us? Strength. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. It's perfect. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that you found something in this to feel that encouragement, that you are deeply loved by the divine, and we are all in this together. Not to go High School Musical on you, but we are, as a collective, we're here. We want to help one another. Even if it's just energetically through something like this, I am sending you so much love, so much healing, and all of the abundance and good health that I can send, I'm sending out to you. And I hope that you come back for tomorrow's video and let me know how you're doing in the comments below. Thank you again for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Shine divine. Bye, guys.